experts in Brazil have discovered hundreds of underground tunnels which date back over 10,000 years. Interestingly, experts believe that these mysterious tunnels were not carved by humans, but by an extinct ancient species. The discovery was made by Heinrich Theodor Frank, a geologist at the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul, one of the largest federal universities in Brazil. As Heinrich was driving on the National Novo Hamburgo Highway, he noticed a strange hole of around 1 meter in diameter at a construction site which caught his attention. Since he was in a hurry to get home, he did not stop. However, a few weeks later he went back to the same place with his family, where he stopped and asked them to wait a moment in the car while he investigated the tunnels. I noticed that it was a tunnel, about 70 centimeters high and a few meters in length. The interior was full of scratches, explains Theodor Frank to National Geographic. When I got home I looked for an explanation on the internet, but I did not find anything. Revolutionaries and even bears. Some even talk about a great mythological serpent, which dug the tunnels, he says. Trying to get to the bottom of the mystery, Theodor Frank eventually sent some photographs to Marcelo Rastero, a member of the Brazilian Society of Speleology, who responded by sending an article about paleoburrows, tunnels excavated by any type of living organism in any geological age. For example, a worm in the Cambrian, a mollusk in the Mesozoic or a rat in the Pleistocene. I didn't know there was such a thing as paleoburrows, says Frank. I'm a geologist, a professor, and I'd never even heard of them. So who could have dug those terrifying labyrinthine tunnels, with their walls covered with scratches? When you explore the burrows you sometimes have the feeling that there is a creature waiting for you after the next curve, as if it were the lair of a prehistoric animal, says Frank in an article published by Discovery. Certainly, these tunnels were not created by the natives of Brazil. The Indians who lived in Brazil before the arrival of the Europeans did not know about the existence of iron and therefore had no tools to dig through the hard rocks in which these tunnels are dug, explains National Geographic. Curiously, there are hundreds of these tunnels all over Brazil, although many curiously filled with sediment that accumulated after the tunnels were abandoned, but the entries are still distinguished in a circular or elliptical form.